The agreement was signed on August 22nd, 1639, and over the next 1 year, a small enclosure was built with it, one building and a few thatched huts inside. That enclosure and buildings were called Fort St. George, and that was the beginning of Madras. So August 22nd, 1639, the date of the signing of the agreement is when Madras began.
Well, I was just acting too smart on the producer, and I actually asked her, it shouldn't be celebrated as Chennai Day, it should actually be celebrated as Madras Day. Madras was the ancient name, Chennai is the new name. Where did this name actually come from? Let's find out.
Most people think, at least the reason I think it was called Madras Patnam, was basically because in Portuguese São Tomé, there was a family called the Madeiros family, who were popularly called the Madra family. And the Madra family or the Madeiros family were the richest family in this area, and all the fishing kupams that were on this coast were financed by the Madra family. Where Fort St. George came up, there were two fishing kupams which were probably called Madra kupams, and I would say that was why the name Madras Patnam came from that.
Well, I was just trying to capture Chennai's beauty through my eyes. Well, all efforts are being taken to make Chennai a clean and a green place, but we caught up with a young photographer because they are the ideal people who tell us about the beauty of Chennai, the people, the monuments, the greenery, the weather also has been caught by them. So we caught up with a very young photographer who has done a lot of Chennai, seen a lot of Chennai. Before we catch up with him, why don't you see the shots through his lenses? Well, a pleasure meeting you, man. You're a very young photographer. You made Chennai look much, much better. I can see your photos surrounding me. It looks like a lovely Chennai city. I've never seen Chennai this beautiful. What's the passion with Chennai to do?
Yeah, it's a combination of both, passion towards Chennai and passion to photography. And as you know, all week I'm in office doing my work, and during the weekends I set out my camera and I pick up a spot, and I usually go with my friends or sometimes alone and go to places which interest me, take pictures of people, places and anything which interests me.
Tell me, I can see temples, I can see people, I can see the beach, I can see the stations, I can see a lot of places that you've captured. Tell me three places that are the best, most photogenic places of Chennai. Besides me.
Alright, Chennai. Alright, beaches comes first.
Yeah.
Beaches are so unique to Chennai. You have such a long beaches, and also during the early mornings or in the evenings, it's such a wonderful place. The lighting is perfect, the people and everything comes together. So the first one would be the beaches. Second one would be the temples. Tamil Nadu itself is a place full of temples, and in Chennai you can find so many temples, so many ancient temples which you're not aware of. So you can go there, the colors, the gopurams, the architecture, everything comes alive. So that will be the second one. The third would be not a place, I would say the people of Chennai.
The people of Chennai.
Yeah, when they're so vibrant, they're so colorful, they're so expressive.
Correct.
And when you start taking pictures of candid pictures of people, that it's very satisfactory. I mean, that brings out the real soul of Chennai.
Okay, now behind me, getting on the priceless picture, it's called the cute Shiva. They usually associate Shiva with pride and anger and fierceness, but this is a totally different image that you've got. There's definitely a concept, there's a story behind this as to how you've done it and done it so beautifully. So you've got to explain me about this picture.
This picture was taken in the Kapaleshwar temple in Mylapore. As you rightly said, Shiva is the god of destruction.
Yeah.
You can most often see him with anger and violence and all that. And when I saw this sculpture on the Gopuram, I was instantly thrilled. And I could see that this was a picture of Dakshinamurti. I mean, you have Shiva and you have the sages around and you have a tree on top, but I was able to zero in onto this scene only, and I could see the cuteness. It was very, I knew that the sculptor had a point, making something like this. He was trying to give out a message, so I was just trying to, show out the message.
This is another picture that I've been fascinated by, the MRTS train. Talk to me a little about that. Where did you get the concept of train and making it look so natural? There's a movement in the train. There's a man getting onto the train as well. So the shot has been perfectly timed. Tell me about the picture.
This picture was taken in the Valacheri MRT station. We were coming back from a shoot and we were trying to cross the tracks, and my friend showed me this, and the lighting was amazing. The Chennai local train has a unique character of it. I mean, I can actually bring out faces out of buses, trains and all that, and when I look at the train I can see arrogance, I can see the attitude coming out, and I instantly fell in love with this picture, the scene. So the lighting was so perfect and I just had to take it.
As I'm sipping on Chennai's favorite drink, you guys will better agree with me that Chennai indeed is a very, very beautiful place thanks to the fantastic pictures we saw and thanks to the good citizens that we are to keep our city neat and green. But we had to take a very small break here on this Chennai Day special on Time Out, but lots more tasty stuff coming up. Yeah, tasty rings a bell in your stomach, doesn't it? But I'm transporting now to my next destination in Chennai's favorite mode of transport, the local auto. So you guys take a small break and come right back because I'll be in a very interesting destination. Be there.